Body bags where horror lies.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Kyle with BodyBags. I'm actually filling in for someone this week, but I will be doing a review for you guys today. Really excited about this review. Today's theme, or this week's theme, is filmed from a favorite franchise. I do like a lot of franchises. I like the Hellraiser franchise. I like Friday the 13th, The Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween. But I really want to do something that I really liked. And so I decided, if you can't already tell already, to do Dawn of the Dead, the original 1978 George Romero. This is probably one of my favorite movies, top three of one of my favorite movies. I have seen this movie probably more than any other movie that I have ever watched, and I really love this movie. It means a lot to me. I first saw this movie when I was in middle school, and ever since then I've just really enjoyed this movie. I need to upgrade this DVD. I know I do, guys, but I'm looking into different ones to get. So I think I'm gonna go with the 4-disc collector's edition set, but we'll see. But yeah, a little review about this movie. I don't want to give any spoilers if you haven't seen it. I want to give a good, honest review on it. Basically, what this movie is about, this is actually the second in the Dead trilogy. First being Night of the Living Dead. Then you get the third one, Day of the Dead. And then on from there, Romero came out with some other ones. Land of the Dead, Survival of the Dead, there's a ton of them. But basically this movie is based around 4 different characters. You got Stephen, Francine, Peter, and Roger. Basically what happens, the way the movie starts out is you're looking at these characters that are in a news studio, and there's a bunch of madness going on. There's this phenomenon that basically took place where humans are being reanimated into zombies, and nobody knows why or how this is happening, and crazy stuff like this is going on, and the news studio is kind of picking up on it and kind of rolling with it, kind of reporting this to people, and people are going nuts, going crazy. It starts out with Francine and Peter, aka Flyboy, who is definitely my favorite character. Basically, Francine and Peter work at this news station. Peter's a helicopter pilot. I said Peter. Stephen is a helicopter pilot. Peter is actually a different character. He's one of the SWAT team members. I'm getting my characters mixed up. But Stephen and Francine work at the news station. Stephen's a helicopter pilot for the news station. Francine is a reporter. They devise a plan to steal Stephen's helicopter together, and they're going to ride off to get away from the ensuing apocalypse, which they do. They steal the helicopter, get out, start driving wherever with the helicopter to get away. Then they end up showing in the next scene, Roger and Peter's character, which are played by Ken Forhey, and the other character is David M.G., I believe. Or no, it's Scott H. Ranger. I can never say his last name. So the actual actors in this movie, you got David M.G., who plays Stephen, and then you got Ken Forhey. Obviously, everybody knows who's Ken Forhey is. He's been in House of a Thousand. I think he was in Devil's Rejects. He played Kenan and Kel's dad on Kenan and Kel, which I think is pretty hilarious. And then you got Scott H. Ranger, who plays Roger, and then you got Galen Ross, obviously, who plays Francine. So basically in the second half of the movie, it shows the SWAT team basically busting into this apartment complex to see what was going on, because there's all this crazy madness going on in this apartment complex. There's some really violent scenes, really awesome gore scenes in this, where they blow a guy's head off and a zombie bites this guy's arm off and stuff like that. And there's this really fat SWAT guy who kind of goes crazy. He's with the main character Roger, and he kind of goes crazy and starts like shooting all these random people. Basically they're in this hotel room. They're kind of like swarming it, bombing it, and they end up going down into the basement, and Roger meets up with Peter, Ken Forhey's character, and he's just in the basement, and Roger and them are walking around, and they find this whole group of zombies that are just crazy, infected. They're eating people. They start picking them off one by one in the basement to kill them off. Roger asks Peter if he's cool with going with them because he knows Steven, which is Flyboy, the captain, and he knows that they're stealing the helicopter, and he wanted them to go with them to meet up in the mall. So they pick him up. They pick up Roger and Peter, head to the mall, and that's pretty much where the movie starts. They end up at this mall. There's, it's overrun by zombies. There's a ton of zombies outside the mall. There's some in the mall. They have to clear out some spaces in the mall. They start kind of building a fort inside this mall. If you guys have ever seen the remake, they did make a remake to this, which it's not bad. It kind of follows sort of the same premises of the mall type situation, but they end up in this mall. They start kind of getting comfortable and comfortable being in this mall, and they kind of clear it all out. They start stealing food and are taking food and eating, and they start getting really, really comfortable. Well, along the time this is all happening, these zombies start forming outside. They start beating down doors. They start trying to get in. And at one point, and this is actually the scene we're on right here, a biker gang led by Tom Savini, which is the special effects character of the movie. He's actually a special effects character of a ton of movies I love. Maniac. He did Night of the Living Dead remake. Tom Savini's led. He's actually the special effects and an actor in this movie. The biker gang is led by him. They break into the mall and just start trashing it because they get word that there's people inside the mall and there's all kinds of stuff, and they can go in there and steal it. And as they're breaking in, all the zombies just start coming in. And that pretty much, I don't want to spoil like any of the ending. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen it, but I know a lot of people that watch this channel might have not seen some of these movies. This is one of the classics. It's notable for being on the top 50 of the most the best movies of all time. I know a lot of people put it in their tops for horror movies. I personally, it's in my top 3. I've always loved Dawn of the Dead. I think it's one of the best movies. That and Day of the Dead, one of my favorites, or 2 of my favorites. Love George Romero movies in general. He's a great director and writer. Love anything with Tom Savini in it. Highly recommend this movie to you guys. It's one of those franchises that never, in my opinion, gets old. There's some of the later zombie movies, they do start kind of dwindling down. There's a couple of them like Land I didn't really like too much, but these older ones, the 70s and 80s ones that Romero did, were classics. And highly recommend Dawn of the Dead. Check it out. I gave it a 10 out of 10. Really definitely recommend it for you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the review. It's my first one for BodyBags. Sorry if I kind of stuttered a little bit, but first review for BodyBags, trying to do good. So hope you guys enjoyed the review. Hope you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the section below. Let me know how I did. And peace out. See ya.